Welcome back to our program for the third and final day of Fashion Sustain. I hope that you've enjoyed the last panel on the strengths of physical retail for sustainable brands as much as I did, and we will pick up on several of the topics mentioned in the program later today, so stay tuned. And of course, keep those questions for our panelists coming, please. We'll do our best to ask them in person. Now, we've touched on the subject of finding the right suppliers, the right brands in the panel you've just seen for your shop, for your website. And that's a perfect segue, actually, because our next speaker knows a thing or two about connecting people with shared goals and values, hopefully. And it's estimated that around globally, 300 million people work in the fashion industry and its related industries. And while our next speaker, Tamsin Lejeune, obviously does not know all of them, her contacts have reached a staggering number of 150,000 professionals in 135 countries, or so I've read. I mean, how do you know who to invite to your birthday party? I don't know, we will ask her later, but her company, A Common Objective, offers a unique database of sustainable brands, buyers, suppliers, and its Circles Forum alone has 45,000 happily networking members. That's why Neonit is proud to be a cooperating partner and offer this huge number of amazing people to our community, or access to that community, this treasure trove. And oh, did I mention that Tamsin also founded the Ethical Fashion Forum in London? Well, now I have. It's a pleasure, it's an honor to introduce her to your screens for a presentation on how to find genuine sustainable suppliers and brands. Tamsin, take it away. The screen is all yours.
Thank you so much. Yes, so as mentioned, I founded the Ethical Fashion Forum back in 2006, and I'm now a CEO of Common Objective, which is a business community of 45,000 members dedicated to doing fashion better. And our members share a common objective. So that's great fashion products that value the people who made them and the planet. And I'm so delighted to be here today because the histories and origins of Neonit are really intertwined with my journey with the Ethical Fashion Forum. 15 years ago, we brought a delegation of pioneering sustainable fashion brands to show at the very first ethical fashion show in Paris, which was launched by the brilliant entrepreneur Isabelle Caillé. And we worked together in the early days of the ethical fashion movement in Europe. Ethical Fashion Show was sold to Messe Frankfurt, who took it to Berlin. And later, the show joined forces with green shows to create Neonit, this brilliant platform that we're proud to partner with. So the topic of my talk today is how to find genuine sustainable suppliers and brands. And this, along with how suppliers and brands that are genuinely making a difference can find buyers, has been the subject of my work for 20 years. So I founded the Ethical Fashion Forum to make it easier for fashion businesses and entrepreneurs everywhere to source and produce in the most ethical and sustainable way. And we grew really fast alongside the Ethical Fashion Show at the time. But we knew we were speaking to the converted. So people who were already committed to operating sustainably and ethically or already doing it. And if we wanted to change things, we needed to change the paradigm and create a platform that would turn sustainability from a cost into an opportunity. And in 2016, we raised funding, raised investment from industry with several key backers, organizations like Vivienne Westwood and Roland Murray, and other big players. And we launched Common Objective, which is a tech version of what we started with Ethical Fashion Forum. So how could we leverage technology to make it easier for a community globally to connect? One of the biggest challenges with the fashion industry is that it's so diverse, separated between supply and demand and sales, with very little connection between the two. So the Common Objective platform operates on two key algorithms. One is a matching algorithm, so you sign up to Co. Anybody can sign up to free. It's a bit like a LinkedIn. Please do join us. It's an incredible community. And then you can also create a business profile for free. And as you sign up, you specify a few things about what you're interested in, and you get matched on your dashboard with information, with training, with resources, with suppliers, with buyers. The other algorithm is a weighting algorithm. So the more sustainable a business, the higher its search ranking on the site. And the goal with that is to make it easier for you to find genuine sustainable suppliers or brands. Our score raises the profile of businesses that meet sustainability criteria. So how do we also have over 300 resources on the site. So back to the core topic, how to find genuine sustainable suppliers and manufacturers. Well, at the Ethical Fashion Forum and now Co, we define sustainable and ethical as maximizing benefits to people and minimizing impact on the environment. And at Common Objective, we have 6 criteria for business leadership. We also have awards that happen on the platform. So you as an individual, you can join, create an individual profile like you would on LinkedIn. You can also create a business profile. And by creating a business profile, you will automatically be entered into our awards. Co is a platform for leaders. We're all about creating a race to the top. We want to make it a game to try and become the highest ranking, the most sustainable on the site. And to determine which businesses get the highest ranking, we look at 6 considerations. The first is mission. So these are things that if you're looking for genuine suppliers and brands, you should consider. And we can help you through those brands being represented on Co. I'll show you that in a minute. But mission is sustainability and ethical best practice enshrined as a core part of the company's mission. That's key for us about leadership, because if it's not, it's difficult for that to take the same level of priority as social and as commercial goals do. Secondly, business model. Does the business model support sustainable and ethical practices? In some cases, the business model can be in conflict. If you're a company that sells a lot of low-cost product cheaply, then your business model inherently is unsustainable, and it's difficult for the business to then represent what they're doing as an ethical approach. Products and services, so what are you doing? How you interact? How is the business interacting through their products and services to maximize impact for benefits to people and minimize impact on the environment? Impact, can the business genuinely represent the impact it's had? Roadmap, are they setting out a roadmap for how they're going to move forward? This is where they are now, the line in the sand, but how are they going to become more sustainable? And finally, communications. The fashion industry, one of the great opportunities associated with it is that it's huge media reach. The opportunity for brands to make a difference through their communications, change behavior, is really important. So just a couple of slideshows, screenshots from the website, the Common Objective website. This is 2 of our businesses. This is a brand out in Denim, won one of awards, hit the 6 business criteria. They've won a leadership award. You can also win a Co10 award if you, for 10 businesses in the entire world, which get a lot of promotion on the site. So you can see by visiting their business profile, you can see the key information around those key 6 criteria and understand how genuinely they're operating. You can also message and connect with the individuals in that business. And here's an example of a supplier, Debella India, who's done brilliantly and who's also showing in our upcoming Co Expo that I will introduce in a second. Just some of the content and resources on Co. Here's our 3D business suite where you can find a downloadable sustainability roadmap. You can, it gives you everything you need to create a sustainability roadmap for your business, upload it to your business profile on Co. That increases your search ranking. Now this matters. The top 20 businesses on Co get 2,700% more views than the lowest 20. So getting a high ranking on Co really makes a difference for your success in the industry. Just some of the other resources on Co. So you can find articles and content to answer almost any question you have around sustainable fashion. This is our mission, to make it easy for professionals and entrepreneurs to operate in the most sustainable way. And finally, Co Expo, I'd like to warmly invite you to join our online sourcing event where you can find suppliers across the sector that are genuinely operating in a sustainable way. We have a packed program over the next week. It starts on Monday. You can join online, learn the latest on trends and information on each of these areas of interest. from sourcing luxury to sourcing sportswear, different product sectors, low MOQ, minimum order quantity. Join any of these sessions, go to commonobjective.co/expo to sign up. We do have limitations on the numbers who can participate because we have breakouts where you can connect with experts and get your questions answered. So it's really worth attending. And just to finish off to say, please do join Common Objective, commonobjective.co. I'd love to see you there. You can connect with me on the site, like our LinkedIn for sustainable fashion.
Thank you very much, Tamsin Lejeune of Common Objective and, of course, the Ethical Fashion Forum in London. And that was, I think, a good reminder of how important it is who you know and not just what you know. And we've all noted probably the co-expo dates that you provided for us. Thank you very much for this enlightening presentation, and after a short break and a sip of water on my side, we'll be right back with the next panel.